Hi everyone, Guillaume here at NAMM 2025 for our yearly appointment with Mr. Ola Strandberg. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you for
Thomann.
having us. Yes, and hello. Please run us through what is new for Strandberg this year and what's closer to your heart.
We've had quite a few artist releases this year that we're very excited about. The Plini neck through, which was around for a while, went away, and we kind of brought it back. Plini Säalen has been around for a while. But the Plini Mirage is brand new for this year, so it coincides with Plini's new EP release.
Yes.
And it's based on the Boden Standard platform, so it's slightly more affordable than any previous Plini guitar. And these are glow in the dark.
Yeah, he just told us about it. Like he's a 5-year-old boy and he's very happy about his toy. That's awesome. It looks really good.
Yeah. So moving on, obviously. Jacob Collier model has gotten a lot of attention. We released these for sale yesterday and they flew off the shelves. Most distinguishing feature, which is not immediately apparent if you don't look closely, is that this one only has 5 strings. It's been a super fun project. And
have you had to rethink anything else in terms of scale length or any part of the design to fit for that, or did it just work?
Actually, not. Yeah. So this is the exact same outline as our conventional 6 strings, the same width of the neck, etc. So it's just a wider spacing, and that's what Jacob wanted.
Beautiful. If it works, it works.
Yes, exactly. So, and I mean, Jacob, he knew exactly what he wanted from the playing perspective.
Yeah.
But moving on to this next one, I mean, Jordan Rudess, who is a keyboard player. He is grown into the instrument and learned it over the past couple of years, but he doesn't have a lot of experience as a guitar player. He knows what he's after, but that has been much more a dialogue in terms of figuring out what wood options, what are the pickup configurations, what do these switches do. So this has been an incredible project. I mean, he contributed everything visual on it. And then we would contribute with the more technical thing.
Yeah, that must be such a foreign exercise for a keyboard player to figure out wood essences and tone wood. Is it real? Is it not? Yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it turned out great. It's very beautiful, and the inlay work is splendid.
Yeah, and if you notice these dots, they're actually on every E on the fretboard.
Oh wow!
Which made sense in Jordan's mind, have some kind of visual reference and a setting point, but. For a guitar player, it's why?
That's true.
But it makes sense when you start thinking about it a little bit more.
No, absolutely. I hadn't noticed, but it does make sense, of course. Awesome, it's beautiful.
Yeah, moving on. This is the Schaller, Sälen. He's a very well-known photographer, but he started as a musician, a guitar player, and he's also a vintage guitar collector.
All right.
So with this guitar, it's probably the most vintagey voice type of guitar that we've ever done. It's got 2 volumes and a master tone.
Okay.
And the Gibson type switch up here. Yeah. And bare knuckle Mississippi Queen P90s.
Oh, lovely pickups.
Yeah, this guitar growls like nothing else, and it's just been just hugely appreciated. And it gives him with having the experience of vintage guitars, but still all the modern feel.
Yeah. Oh, I can imagine, because I've only ever played those pickups in a lot more traditional shaped instruments, of course, but the marriage of that sound as I imagine it with the playability that you're known for is really interesting. It's beautiful. I love the silver bursty thing happening there. What's the name of it?
We work a lot to get this right, but it's a swamp ash top and a swamp ash back, so it just works out really well. Beautiful. It's a very cool guitar.
Cool.
So the Boden Standard bass has been out for a while in the 5-string configuration. What is new for this year and for the show is the 4-string version of it. So these all feature the Fishman Fluence bass pickups. So they have 3 very usable voices and a 2-band EQ. So incredibly versatile.
Yeah.
And
No, but I love what it says about Strandberg and just the company that your first model was a 5-string, and then you get down to 4-string. It's completely backwards, but it just fits. It works. I love it. It's beautiful.
So just a couple of examples of these are literally the first samples of a new collaboration with a local shop here in California.
Oh, wow.
So we hope to be able to offer, I mean, not end consumer custom shop, but short runs, custom runs, experiments, artist models, etc. So early on in that relationship, but they were too nice not to show. I mean, and they're not just eye candy. They play absolutely amazing.
All right, and so
I'm pretty excited about this.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Is it then the manufacturing that is done here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wait, am I wrong? Is that the first made in the US standard?
Actually, no. We used to back in 2012 to 2013.
Okay.
First, we did some builds in up in Ohio, and then the Washburn Custom Shop in Chicago built Strandberg for several years.
Okay. I missed that chapter.
back when it was an actual custom shop. You would order your specs and get it delivered. That's a nice segue into what's around the corner. So actually, while I built a few of these, the Varbird shape, back when I was building them myself in the garage. But then the Washburn Custom Shop actually made this as Paul Masvidal's first signature model was based on this Varbird design.
I remember the shape.
And we built some of the Swedish custom shop after that. But it's such a complex build that we've just stayed away from it for over 10 years now. So we're bringing
the most intricate sandwich construction, but everything has its own shape and its own, I'm assuming, routing and all this.
Yeah, and everything is chambered in different ways and cut out.
Yeah,
so it's a complicated beast. So we're bringing these back as just a small volume, limited edition reissue.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's lovely. What wood is that neck? Is that I see purple heart in the back or something, stripes? Oh my God, it's beautiful.
So these are built in Japan, overseen by Sugi Guitars. Okay. So yeah, super excited.
You're all over the place now. You've got Japan, in Sweden, Indonesia, and everywhere.
Yeah, you got to hit different niches and find the competence where it exists as well.
Of course, it makes sense.
Yeah. There are some updates to the Boden Prog. So it's 20-25 specs. We're back on a roasted maple neck, which we used to have, and just a new colorway. And then basically the same specs as we've used in the past.
Just small updates, but welcome ones.
Yeah, so as with the Prog models, we've also refreshed the metal lineup. So we have this new colorway in blood red, also roasted maple.
The color looks beautiful. That's awesome.
2 new models, actually metal with trem. So 6 and 7 string in black, also roasted maple. So it's a little bit refreshed specs, and with the trem option, it's like an entirely new spec.
Yeah, absolutely. Pickups and voicings, everything is the same as the metal version. It's
exactly. Yeah, it's the Fishman Fluence Moderns with we have the push pull for the voicings, and the Boden Essential lineup has been complemented with a few colors. I believe you have your own color at Thomann.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're very excited about just the success we've had with this model.
I mean, I think the attraction to just getting as many people playing those guitars and getting comfortable with this, that lineup is, it's flying off the shelves.
Yeah, it's been incredible.
That's good. That's very good.
The standard neon orange trem, that was limited production that I think did really well.
Yeah.
This is our creative community called Spark. They got to spec out whatever they wanted.
Oh, really?
So
awesome.
It's like give me all the options.
All of it.
Kind of limited edition. This has been around for a while, the Sälen Jazz in black.
That big gun is such a nice touch. I love this so much visually.
It actually came from the community. I forget his name right now, but he's from the Spark community who kind of sketched that out initially. I didn't copy right away, but
yeah, it's beautiful. The black on black is very subtle, but it just adds a little class to it.
Yeah. And finally, our made in Sweden Boden Futur line, which is made at the True Temperament factory, so the True Temperament fretting system in Trollhättan, Sweden.
Yeah.
The pickups are Lundgren pickups, also made in Sweden. Even the hardware is actually made in Sweden.
Oh wow, okay.
By the same facility that makes the True Temperament frets.
Okay.
And then this has a new neck joint that we call the anchor neck joint, which actually has more contact area than a conventional neck joint.
Okay.
And it's even more contoured.
Oh, wow.
For easy access. And
Oh, that's pretty wild. And just that looks yeah, wild. I'm at lack of adjectives right now. How much of your time do you spend, like, still to this day researching that sort of thing? Do you still tinker in your garage to come up with those ideas?
No, not that much. It's usually in 3D in computers.
All right.
Occasionally we'll actually like get the rasp out and try something. And I'm also fortunate now to have a couple of colleagues in the team that are just such amazing guys, and I can just give them my thoughts on the idea stage and they'll realize it, and we just interact as a team to figure things out.
It's really good. It's really good to see a brand like that already started as such a cutting edge place to keep working on those ideas, keep innovating like this. It's very good to see. I'm very happy.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your time, as always.
Hey, you got it. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let us know which model you preferred, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
See you guys.